trying to figure out mics here.
He's quickly going through it. Who's a crier?
You.
Yeah, I cry all the time.
Yeah, you're definitely criers, both of yous.
I like to cry. I think you should cry every day.
No, that's what Joel says, not what you say.
What?
That you should cry every day.
Oh, no, I say it.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you should absolutely cry every day.
Yeah.
Shouldn't cry every day. Would you quit talking? Your fucking mic isn't even on, clearly. Jesus Christ, Big L. I don't know how one could be so oblivious to things.
Girl, I've known you very well. I've seen you growing every day. I never really looked before, but now you take my breath away. Suddenly you're in my life, part of everything. I know you got me working day and night, just trying to keep my hold on you. Here in your arms I found my paradise, my only chance for happiness. And if I lose you.
Sup? Welcome to the Joel Henderson Show. My name is Joel Henderson. With me, as always, Tony Van Doring.
Fuck right off.
Okay. And also Big L, a.k.a. Alex Angelov.
Yeah.
You're what?
Big Al. You might know me as Big Al. Or Alex Angelov. I guess it's weird. I don't ever say my name.
I don't like it when people say my name. I don't like it when you call me Joel. It's weird. We're too familiar to have that bit of conversation, right?
Well, yeah, I don't know how often I actually say Alex Angelov, because whenever I have to give that formal of a name, I always have to use Joseph.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Anytime I'm like, oh, yeah, hi. Unless it's like a job interview or something like that, but anything formal is always in Joseph.
I just don't like... There's something weird about knowing somebody so long and saying their name, like when you're talking to them. I don't know why. It's such a strange thing, but I don't like it when you call me Joel. Other people can do it, and it's fine.
It's really weird when you say this, Joel, and you say it all the time. You've said it for a long time.
Do you see what I mean, though?
Creepy.
Just that one time he said it right, then you can feel what I'm feeling, right? Like you get the same vibe that...
I don't. What is he supposed to call you?
He doesn't need to call me anything. We're in the same room. Who else is he fucking talking to? If he's talking to you, we'll call you Tony.
Yeah, but I don't call him Tony.
Yes, you do.
Do I call you Tony?
His name is Tony. Of course you call him Tony.
I don't think he calls me anything.
Yeah.
He calls me.
He just talks.
Yeah.
He doesn't call me anything.
We just have this relationship.
Which is exactly my point. Why do you need... Why is there a need to say the person's name?
I don't
This
know.
isn't... You're not hitting on a girl. You're not going, Tony, I really like your eyes today, Tony. Where you bookend it. You're not bookending things. You don't need to say my name.
Yeah, but I don't say your name twice like that.
I'm not fucking Destiny's Child, okay? Don't say my name.
You don't look anything like
I think
Destiny's
if I was
Child.
addressing you and you weren't paying attention,
Well, if you were undressing me again, I told you not to do that.
Addressing you.
You're putting me...
Addressing you.
Oh, address.
think
One
it's
dress?
One.
Just a singular dress.
I think it's more of a Seinfeld thing. Because, like,
What's that?
George would always be like,
That was a dad joke.
Jerry! Jerry! I'm losing it, Jerry! And I think it's more of a... It's, like, kind of in that essence. You know what I mean? Because I'm always like, Joel...
You are. It is always when you're losing.
You know what I mean? It's always like, Joel, I gotta make some changes.
I gotta make some changes, Joel.
That's
I'm like,
what it is. Yeah, it's a
don't
Seinfeld
fucking
thing.
tell me that I gotta make some changes, Joel. You don't need to say my
They're
name.
doing a 25-year thing. That's what that hashtag was on. Oh, my bad. I'm not. Usually, you have a buffer for me. It's weird,
There's no need for a buffer.
I
You
know.
notice how you're not hearing? You hear how minimal that sounds? Look at that. That's nothing. It's not like in the mic anymore.
Right.
That's why we use in the mic stands. Much better. Tabletop bullshit.
Makes me not want to do it. Actually, no.
Oh, you know what makes me not want to do? You know what this whole thing makes me not want to do? This recording with real cameras makes me not want to do? These Google Hangouts. Nobody fucking comes on here when we're live.
Well,
Nobody's taking advantage of the fact that we're live. I can't do Spreaker or Mixler because they're both pay services over 30 minutes.
Here's the deal.
Now, they switched.
Here's the deal.
What's the deal?
It's not for necessarily right now, but what it's for is the future.
No, that's what recordings are for.
No, that's what
It's literally
Can
for
they go
that.
back and watch?
They
this
can
like
go
this
back
on
and
the-
watch these, but they can't go back and be a part of it.
But what I'm saying is that there may not be a lot of people doing that now. However, the option is available, and what if a lot of people end up doing it?
I know.
And
yeah,
then
people
you're
go
going to have
YouTube
to
all the
scramble
time.
to make that
Why
happen.
did you do a jerk-off motion when you said scramble?
I said scramble.
It looked like you were jerking off behind
It
the monitor
actually
there.
looks like you're jerking off two guys.
Two
when you
guys?
did it like that. Man.
Are you going tip to tip?
Well, it was weird because
Oh my God! Watch the show.
His hands were off.
Watch the show. What is it called? It's on HBO. Silicon Valley. They spent a half hour. I mean, they didn't, but in the show's time, they spent a half hour or more coming up with a theory on how many dicks you could jerk off at the same time. 4 was what they determined. If the 2 guys stood tip to tip.
Okay.
And one on, 2 on each side, you could literally just go back and forth like that. And if one's taller than the other, you go up or down. You just tilt the dick. It was just great that they came up with a scientific thing for that.
They figured out the theory of the equation.
Yes.
Of how many dicks one could jack off.
Simultaneously.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was probably figured out many a porn ago.
I don't know if I've ever seen that in a porn, though. I've seen a lot of porn, man. I don't know if I've ever seen, like, that one in particular. Have you?
Which porn in particular?
Where they're jacking, like you said, the 4 at a time in the straight motion.
I think
I've never seen that.
I think they invented that on Silicon Valley. Yeah, I mean,
like you say, like, oh, that's probably been in a porn, dude. I mean,
it's by Mike Judge. It's by the guy who did Office Space and Beavis and Butthead.
You don't usually watch your own videos, though, do you, Al?
No, why would I watch my own videos? That's weird. You can watch them if
you
you
don't
want.
watch your own videos?
No, I don't ever.
Bullshit. You watch episodes of Blinkard.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Actually.
Yeah.
I haven't watched an episode of Blinkard in a long time.
That's because there hasn't
Put that
been
over
one.
there, please.
There hasn't been one.
That's true, but still. Usually we get a throwback on.
There you go.
That's a little better. Wow.
Yeah,
I like that
that's much better.
Yeah. Softer.
I am back to working on Blinkard. I just went through all of my project files for the Joel Henderson Show, House Podcaster, Nostalgic, all that shit. Anyone want to take any guesses? If I've told you, don't worry about it. How much space I was taking up? That was you that I told, wasn't it?
It was
Fuck.
a lot.
Yeah, it's
But once
nearly
again-
nearly a terabyte of space was
Yeah.
being taken up by project files for this show. It doesn't make any sense.
You could have literally used the term, I have a dinosaur's worth of material stored, because you using the proper term sounded exactly the same way to me.
That's awesome. Dinosaurs usually mean a lot.
That's what I mean.
Who's rubbing there? Is that you? Stop rubbing your face against that. It's not a face rubber.
Is it rubbing my face?
Yes, it's rubbing your face. Stop touching your. You don't know you don't know how far your face goes. Can anybody else move their chin? No, you're not moving your chin.
No, I can't do nothing like that.
I don't know.
weird.
It's just always been a weird talent.
Yeah.
Definitely a hidden talent.
Yeah. Well, it's obvious. It's not hidden, but I take your point anyways. How's the cum slide working out for you?
Good. I mean, slides right off.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just straight down. You don't want to waste any cum in your mustache,
No,
Big L.
you don't want to save any of that.
FYI.
It tastes bad the second go around.
Yeah, you don't want to let that stuff harden. Holy shit, we have 2 viewers all of a sudden.
Oh my God!
I posted it on Facebook. If you did too, Big L, then maybe
I don't have my phone on me.
That's
I try
great.
not to carry it on me during the podcast.
Actually, it's just charging over there. I can see it right over there.
Understand, but
We can see it in the.
You see
that?
it in the shot.
See that in the shot? That's his phone sitting on the. Yep.
That was me.
I'm assuming it's your friends that are watching because I tagged you in the post, so
It's
the same thing. Of course, it's
Hi,
your
Mom.
friends.
You've got
Your
friends.
mom is not on Facebook enough to be.
My mom doesn't even have Facebook.
What do you mean doesn't have Facebook?
My mother does not have.
That's
a
not a
Facebook.
thing.
It is.
You can't not have Facebook. I wish you
No,
could not
right?
have Facebook. I'm getting.
I do not have Facebook.
I don't go on mine, man. I've given it up. For
Yes,
about
you
2
do.
weeks.
No, I do not.
Just
made
because
you
you
one.
didn't set up
Yeah, there's a Tony
Facebook.
Van Doring
There is a
Facebook,
guy
don't worry.
that posts a bunch of douchey shit all the time. Absolutely. Everything
is
you text me, I screenshot it and post it under your account. So,
That is great.
especially
like
the stuff where you're
text,
like, under no circumstances show this to anybody. Those
great.
ones, don't ever text me that again. Those are the ones that end up on there.
That is great.
We should check it out sometime.
You should check it out sometime. But no, I am genuinely growing
I still
tired
do
of
not
it.
have a Facebook though, because it's not me.
I find
and
myself
Mom.
just hating people, and they're all supposed to be my friends. You know what I mean? Like
those
by
people are your friend.
by
Come
definition of the term on the site, they're all supposed to be my friends. So why do I fucking hate so many of them? Why are so many of them idiots that really genuinely believe that all people fit into 2 fucking categories, Democrat or Republican? If you're not one, you're the other. The people are that fucking dumb, dude. For real. Like in 2014, they really still think that you have to be one or the other. There's not 2 types of fucking people. There's not even enough for the stupid horoscope bullshit. There's not 14 types of people, or 13. I think they just added a horoscope.
Yeah, there's 13.
I even researched this garbage. But there's not... You can't break down society to these predefined groups like that. It just doesn't work. It's not realistic. And just because somebody thinks that Hobby Lobby is a piece of shit corporation for what they did, then that doesn't mean that they're the left liberal or the right wing, blah, blah.
What did Hobby Lobby do?
See, I don't even want to bother telling you because
you
you're just going to be
Facebook,
as
you'd
douchey.
know.
Everything that you're going to say has already been done 100 times on Facebook. So just save your breath and just listen to what I'm going to say instead of saying they're right to do it, or they're not. I agree.
I didn't ask to comment on it.
You're going to, though.
What the fuck did they do to make you say that?
To make me say that?
Yeah.
I've seen so many people post about how Hobby Lobby won a Supreme Court ruling, which sets a terrible precedent, I think,
Means nothing.
Huh?
The Supreme Court ruling means nothing. So, but I'm not.
What do you mean it
commenting.
means nothing?
Oh my God.
It
Okay,
sets
can
a
you just
law
see-
that wasn't previously there. They're ruling in favor of
but-
this. What they said is that Hobby Lobby, because they are a... I'm not quite sure on the right terminology to tell you to make you know that there's some way that corporations can be treated as people. And I'm not sure the exact wording, but there is a way that it's worded that that's okay, that they are, quote unquote people. So they have people rights in the sense that they have their Christian beliefs and that they don't have to go against them and provide certain morning after pill type things.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A.
In that same vein, but this has
to go to Chick-fil-A.
But this has to do with their
Birth control.
Yeah, well, the insurance that they're legally required to provide because of Obamacare or the Affordable Care Act.
Right.
So, but the Supreme Court made it acceptable for them specifically and only to not have to cover a certain type of medication.
Because it goes against
their Christian beliefs, and that's where it becomes a dicey issue. Because then what do you do when it's a Muslim owner of something? Do they get to say blah blah, or a Jehovah's Witness where they go, oh sorry, we can't support blood transfusions because we don't believe in them?
Yeah.
It sets a dangerous precedent, and everybody's all oh, don't give me that same bullshit response of, you're just a lefty going, they're out of their rights to do that. And it's so dumb, guy. It makes me hate the people that I see do it. And I get disappointed because I genuinely like some of these people in real life. And then I see their idiocy online and it makes me lose respect. It's like, seriously?
You're not really supposed to talk politics with people, man, because it's... I know, I'm trying to get used to sitting in here, sorry. You can't really talk... It's just like talking about religion, because people are either one side or the other. But
you're not one side or the other. There's a billion religion choices.
I agree 100%, man. And at the same time, the Hobby Lobby birth control thing is that they should have to provide it with their insurance. Just because, well, they don't actually, because they're not open on Sundays, right?
Yeah,
there's like a lot of things, right?
Do what you want.
You have to, man.
Again, just know that you're gonna get the media fallout from it. That's all.
No,
Yeah.
I support it. They should absolutely do what they want. It don't work at fucking Hobby Lobby if you want birth control in your insurance.
Yeah, and then
Right.
it was
There
great
you go,
because
man.
the day after they're like, look at how well Hobby Lobby treats their employees. Blah blah blah. They give them $14 an hour if they're full time minimum, and $9 if it's blah blah.
It's actually not like a bad place to work at all, man. You get like...
That's like I say. If you don't want to fucking
To
work
me,
there, don't.
this is a
cares?
separation
It's-
of church and state kind of
no,
thing.
It's the beauty of it is that it's not even a news event because this is America and they can do literally whatever the fuck they want. So why is it even a conversation?
It's a conversation because it was against the Affordable Care Act, which is just newly put into law. So yes, it is illegal. They can't just do what they want. They had to get a Supreme Court to rule on it, or else it wouldn't be that.
I have a question here.
Go
Hold
on.
Is this the first Supreme Court ruling against one of Obama's
that thing
Obamacare
is
acts?
flawed to death.
Well, I that's not my point.
That's
but
not
like,
the question he's asking
Is
at
this
all.
the first time a Supreme Court?
Did you
has
listen to the
overruled-
words he said?
Yeah, I know, right? I was
I
like,
answered
okay,
it.
I said
answered
that
it.
right.
I
Like
answered
literally,
it.
yeah.
I said no. That thing is flawed to death. It is not. The answer to the question would have been no.
Comma.
It is
Oh, the
flooded.
comma.
The
It was a
comma.
conversational
My bad.
comma
Yeah,
that was left out.
yeah.
I see.
There was no pause because he kind of said it there. It was quick, but yeah. Okay, so what kind of not to change the topic of birth control, but what kind of precedent is this going to set against like the Obamacare and all the rules in general?
It's going to just make it where people think they can opt out of certain things because of their religious beliefs, and then it's going to be people who don't really hold those religious beliefs. They're just going to be doing it because they can.
I think people are going to start going to some of the other stuff. Like, for example, my employer, if I work 32 hours, they have to provide me with full-time benefits, which is awesome. But at the same time, they won't work me close to 32 hours because they're not going to get into that, like that hour
And
range.
once again,
So-
that is perfectly acceptable on the level that if you don't like that, then work somewhere that will work you over 32
Well,
hours.
and I work the both places, and that's why I do it, because between the both places I get 50 hours, 60 hours. You know what I mean? That's what it's ended up being. So, I mean, it works out for me fine. I don't have insurance. Like, I've never been to a hospital.
The
whatever,
issue
but-
here is not people are low on places to go get a job and they don't want to go work at Hobby Lobby. That's not the issue here. It's
Well,
not
no,
about whether you
yeah,
can
no,
or you
now
do or
I'm
don't have to work
understanding-
there.
I understand what you're saying now, and yeah, they are going to attack that thing, and they said that by the time he's out of office, that whole thing is going to be rewritten anyhow.
But that's not even on attack here. It's just the fact that they're able to get government consolation or government what the hell's it called? Like, you're getting a pass on something that you shouldn't because it's based on religion.
Well, once
It shouldn't
again,
be
they
anything to do with the
should be.
government.
But they see the government stepped in already by making the law that dictated they couldn't.
They're talking
which
about
is the
medicine,
only reason
though.
that they had to change it. But they should be able to do whatever the fuck that they want is the whole point. And in that, when
Even
they wrote
before
the
you
bill-
couldn't do that. You couldn't say, we're going to provide you health care, but we're not going to provide it for these very specific. They provide other. I'm
That's
not
what
trying
I'm
to
saying.
vilify them across the board, okay?
Yeah.
I'm saying they're the ones that they're picking and choosing. You can't just pick and choose. That'd be like if I worked somewhere and they said, we can't
but
get you
they're not-
Novolog. We can't give you diabetes medicine. We don't believe in diabetes.
Weirdly enough, they're giving a right back with that
We
law.
don't
They're
believe
not
in
taking
diabetes.
one
It's
away.
a little bit different. But
No, but it
I
isn't.
mean,
I see what you're
Jehovah's
saying.
Witnesses, they don't believe in blood transfusions. You can't
Yeah.
do it.
But what
so
I-
if you worked for a Jehovah's Witness, they could say, we will never pay for a blood transfusion.
But
In your
then-
insurance, which no, they're not paying your insurance. They're picking the plan, and the insurance company is paying out. So that's the bullshit part, is that the employees are supposed to get insurance, and this is obviously changing after they're employed, as this is happening now to all current employees. Like, I'm not saying you should be going out taking. It doesn't matter. You don't have to defend the other side of that. You don't have to defend the people wanting to take the pill thing or whatever.
I'm just saying that it seems to me that what they've done is created something that was already a negative better by making they took something that was constitutional away when they made the law, and they actually reversed it a little bit by opening that up for freedom. I mean, regardless if you're taking something away or not, they should have the choice to take it away at least.
The employer should decide what the benefits are, very
Yeah,
specifically down to
absolutely.
specific drugs.
Absolutely.
That-
When did
We're
they start
in
doing
America,
this?
man.
First
How
of
come
all,
it- how
no.
come it all of a
First
sudden
of all, they're
became an
not.
issue?
They're not fucking. They're not doctors. They don't know anything about medicine.
doesn't matter.
It's a religious
It doesn't-
thing. Religion
I
shouldn't have
can-
any bearing on your job.
I
I'm
can
sorry, it
literally
shouldn't, unless you're
say-
working at a church.
I can literally say, you're not allowed to come work for me unless you paint purple spots on you every day, and there's got to be 23 of them.
You
visible.
absolutely cannot do that.
Yes.
No,
It's a
that's
fucking
discrimination.
America. No, it's America.
Uh,
Do
bullshit.
whatever the fuck you want. There's dudes carrying
Indiana's
signs.
a right to work state,
It's
man.
fucking-
you get fired
you
for
can
no
do it.
reason.
Well,
at all.
anyways, you ready for the beauty of all of this? That they invest in numerous abortion and contraception products for the 401k plan.
That is great.
Isn't that genius?
That is
Wait.
Hobby
Say that
Lobby.
again?
Hobby
Okay.
Lobby invests in numerous birth control and abortion and contraception products in the 401k plan for the employees. So they won't give them that, but they'll invest in it to make money.
In it to make money on you and I use
and
it.
they're matching whatever the employee contribution is. So they're paying directly to that thing that's so morally objectionable. And they get a lot of their shit from China, which is like the place that supports the most abortions in the world.
Exactly.
It's nearly forced. After one kid, you have to be aborted.
Yeah. That's why I say it's a non-story, because everything is.
But it's not a non-story because it cancels itself out like that. That's not how the world works. Yeah, that's what a conversation is, where you talk those things through and you figure out by the end of it that, okay, maybe it's not so important or maybe it is. But you gotta go through and see if things are valid or not, right? I mean,
I don't know, man. I mean, if you know this going in, you know what I mean? Like their insurance doesn't cover that. Doesn't cover no.
Yes, that's along the same lines as the waitress thing. If you know you're not getting tips, nobody's going to come work there unless you adjust the pay to compensate.
When did it become an issue? Why? I understand, like, it just all of a sudden Hobby Lobby sued him. This is a couple months ago or something.
No, this yeah. Well, I mean,
but it's been going
recently.
on. Yeah, like what happened specifically to trigger this whole event? Like, did somebody try and go get that prescription and they didn't let them?
No, it's one of the employers
sued them.
It's one of the owners. The owner of Hobby Lobby.
Okay.
Has moral religious objections to abortion, so they're trying to impose their beliefs on somebody else, just because.
No, well, wait a second. So what they just said? Hey, we're not covering this anymore, or they haven't covered it.
No, they just got the Supreme Court ruling that they don't have to. Put her back outside. I just let her out. She's just going to fucking bark in here. I'm sick of that shit. She does it every goddamn podcast. She just sits here and whines. Anyways, what's your question?
I understand that they just got the Supreme Court ruling.
Yeah.
Okay. But why did they have to get the Supreme Court ruling in the first place?
Because...
How long ago did they start this process? What started it all?
Okay, I guess you could say what started it is the Affordable Care Act going through or going into effect. So maybe before that... So
it's about January. I guess that would make sense. About January is when this all started becoming public and stuff like that, right?
Well, I don't know when this started.
Offer too much insurance to very many employees anyhow. They're probably like Alex.
The full-time employees.
The full-time ones.
They're sitting there bragging about they give their full-time employees $14 an hour. Minimum.
Like the cashiers.
And I wonder what the percentage is of full-time.
Of full-time,
versus,
exactly.
You know?
So yes, the reality isn't. It's not about Hobby Lobby, guy, and that's the thing that I think you're failing to see the big picture on. Is that this just it sets a bad precedent, I think, for this. There's no reason for that to be a thing where they have to try to just fucking change your plan to one that maybe doesn't cover it. But to be able to have to go to get Supreme Court ruling to say we're not doing these in particular, you're just imposing your bullshit on somebody else. Just fucking and the fact that you're being hypocritical about it and putting money into stuff for the 401k. I mean, think before you do something like that is all I'm saying. It sets up a bad precedent for other companies.
Yeah, but I guarantee the owner has no clue what he's putting in the 401k for his employees. It's not like he's doing it himself.
Well, then why does he... Okay, if he doesn't care that much about that, why does he care so much about the health care?
Only because that's religion. That's what he cares about. The guy's a real religious guy. Like I said, they're not even
No, they
open
just
on
said
Sundays.
Christian.
Christian.
Yeah, that's it. It's just Christian-owned.
I don't know.
What does that have to do with anything? That
he's a religious guy. They don't stay open on Sundays. They close on holidays and
I
stuff like that.
understand what that means.
You know those, quote-unquote, those are benefits when you go into working there. Like, if it's been known the whole time that they don't cover this.
It's not about them not covering it, guy. It's about the fact that the Supreme Court is now getting involved in particular fucking medicines.
Well, like I say, it
that's
seems
not
in
good.
This
But
case,
that's a Supreme Court issue.
In
That's
this
not
case,
about
though,
Hobby
they
Lobby.
changed
We're
it
talking.
to a
I know.
positive.
Hobby Lobby. No, they didn't turn it into a positive. They're making it so that now more people can try to use the bullshit of religious beliefs to get past a fucking rule. That's all they're doing is they're finding a loophole to try to get around fucking doing the right thing. They're trying to impose their religious bullshit onto everybody else just because they can now, because this precedent has been set today or the other day that it's okay.
Chick-fil-A can do the same thing, but as I just said,
no, they're not denying
go
benefits.
I don't go there.
They
because
just
of
did.
what
What
they
did
do.
they say? Didn't they say they just don't like gay people?
Yeah.
You can't. They won't hire gay employees or something like that.
I don't think it was even that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
It was-
don't want gay people.
They don't
And-
want gay people in the
Yeah.
restaurant. That's
and they,
all.
And they
Yeah.
won't open on Sunday because it's the Lord's Day.
Yes, correct.
So
They're
I-
also not open.
Do you
on
see how
Sunday.
that's totally different than taking away an employee's benefits?
No, I'm just saying
totally
that-
different.
No, here's my comparison that I don't go there because I don't like something that they do. If you don't like something that Hobby Lobby does,
Oh,
go to
absolutely.
Craftmart.
They fucking screwed themselves
it.
in terms
Yeah,
of
go to
publicity.
Michael's.
They're
mean-
going to get so much. They've already gotten so much bad press about this. But it does.
Michael's
Again, it's
is
not
2
about
doors
Hobby
down.
Lobby.
Dude, Hobby Lobby's cheap and they have quality stuff.
It's really not about Hobby
you just
Lobby.
said it was Chinese.
Yeah, it's still good stuff. I don't know. So it's Chinese, but
Yeah, it is exactly about them because they changed it so that they can do this asshole move, and they're doing an asshole move that you don't like, so don't go there by not
No,
liking
it's
it.
not that it's an asshole move that I don't like. I don't personally give a shit if they give them the benefits or not. The precedent is the problem.
So the Supreme. So you're saying that
I'm
the
saying
Supreme
that people
Court
can
should've
use
just
the
said no.
Have we not already determined that there's supposed to be a separation of church and state? Is that
Absolutely.
not? Can we not
I'm
all three
thinking
agree on that?
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing because you can't take God out of the Pledge of Allegiance and then have a Supreme Court overrule it because of God. You know what I mean? The same courts that took God out of the Pledge of Allegiance are now saying that
He
can-
doesn't. All that they're saying is that you don't have to follow this law because of your religious beliefs. Like, I've given the perfect example already. If your employer said you cannot get blood work done, that's not going to be acceptable. But this almost makes that okay, and that's not fucking cool. That's the point I'm trying to make. For the extreme cases, people are going to take this to an extreme that it doesn't need to be taken to. They should have stayed the fuck out of religious shit. It shouldn't be your
So what
religion
should-
makes you exempt from this law.
So the Supreme Court should have done what with it then?
They
Instead
should
of
have thrown
finding-
the fucking thing out and
Just
said
throw it
you
out
just
of the
you have to follow the law like everybody else.
Doesn't religion already do that though? If you own a church, you don't pay taxes.
Yeah,
That's
no,
a
they are.
religious business.
If you're
That's different,
if
you see?
you're some kind of Indian thing, you get to do
Absolutely.
peyote shit in
Yes.
prison. I mean, they already use religion.
But that's
for
not the
everything.
same thing at all. These people are working in regular society. They're not. If it's a church thing, then it works by different rules. Absolutely. If it's a church or a nonprofit, whatever the fuck you want to call it, there's more to it than just a church building. But if it's one of those, yes, it has tax breaks. And it works differently.
Yeah, nonprofit
This
organizations
is
are
not a
tax exempt.
nonprofit. This is not a church. This is a regular company. It's a
Using
privately owned
religion.
one, yes, but this is that gray area where corporations are people, so they get people rights of you can't infringe on my religious beliefs. You're imposing yours on other people in a way by saying that we won't pay for this drug just out of spite, basically, just because I don't want you to have it. That's the dangerous thing. That's
Well,
all.
That's what
I don't
I'm
care
saying.
about Hobby Lobby. They could prosper or
That's why I'm saying is that
die
it's
from here. I don't
okay.
care.
I mean, it doesn't.
It's not okay though because they're gonna they set the wrong precedent. I think you're
Yeah,
always gonna
that's
do more
fine.
good if you're on the side of right, and this is on the side of wrong. What they're doing, if you look at it as objectively as possible, it's wrong. They're not doing something that's meant to be good to other people.
And that's why I'm saying it's fine. Just don't contribute to it. Don't.
It's not about whether they do well or not from this. It's about the fact that the Supreme Court set a precedent that other companies can now say, my religious belief tells me blah, blah, so now I don't have to pay taxes, or I don't have to blah, blah. There's a million fucking offshoots from this.
Now wait a second. The one we're missing is we should become a church and stop paying taxes.
Well, obviously.
That's what we should do. Why
Yes.
not? That's exactly what we should do right
I'm
now.
already,
we
I'm
should form a-
already a minister.
You're a
I already
minister.
told the minister
We're a
that
start-
a long time ago.
that we could call it the
and
first
if
son
you
of
paid
Christ.
attention to my Facebook page,
It wouldn't be the
would
first
be
son of
posted.
Christ.
My
It would
dad-
not say anything about Christ in it. It certainly would not be that. It would be a church, but it would be a different religion.
But then what?
We'd
kind
have
of
to start a
religion?
new one.
Let's start a new one right
It's
now.
going to be one not based on a God.
Well, because
gonna
there's
be
It's going to
no
be
God.
one based on kindness.
It's
Boom.
going to be based on an island.
It's
called
going to be
kindness.
No.
It's going to be called "Don't Be a Dick."
Yeah, really. 'cause
What would
that's
it?
what
What
is.
would a dick do? That's going to be the fucking the bracelets.
Well, you're
if you're a
taking my
dick,
fun away.
if what you're doing is going to be dickish, then not doing it is the right thing to
I'm
do.
not joining your religion.
No, you're the exact opposite. You're like our Satan, to be fair, because he does Well, not really, because
No.
he's a really great guy.
Yeah, he
actually.
wishes that he was
I
that
know.
bad guy.
He's
He's a
just
good
being-
guy, but
yeah,
he tries
he's
to
a-
pretend he's something he's not.
Yeah.
I forgot. No, and I'm not even gonna bring it up.
Yeah, he cried.
Oh, that's right. Oh my God, we've been young. Who cares about fucking Hobby Lobby? Did you
Again,
cry
nobody.
twice? You
God.
cried twice.
I'm not even bringing it up.
Why'd you cry, man? Come
I
on.
don't know.
You know what? That it doesn't matter. You're gonna talk about it eventually. I'm not gonna.
I mean,
egg
I
it
could
out
go
of you.
back to the text messages that he sent me
No,
and
that's
just
not
read
cool,
it. No,
man.
it's absolutely
it's
cool.
it's on Facebook.
Yeah, it's already on
posted
Facebook.
Oh, well, there
on
you go,
my
TV.
Facebook page.
TVD.
Yeah, duh. Psh.
.com.
So
So
if
you
you-
cried, huh? What made you cry? What was it? Give me the moment.
I was peeing and I was like, "Where did it go?" And I cried. I couldn't.
He
find
said,
it.
"Figured I would share this. You like that shit, but I am emotional, and I cried earlier. So fuck right off." I said, "Haha." He said, "Not even funny. While I am emotional, I ended up being emotional about other shit, hate feelings." I said, "But it's cathartic." He said, "Still doesn't mean I have to like it." I said, "It would stand to reason that a cathartic experience is a good experience. Just because it's good for you doesn't mean I have to like it." I said, "It's a damn good start."
And what time of the day?
And I tried to tell him
this,
that there was something that I discovered that might help with your panic attacks. And you never bit. You tried to change the subject. You tried to be hilarious. I said something that I discovered might be of some help with your panic attacks. And you said a reach around. You didn't even spell it right. You said a reach, a round.
I didn't
Dumbass.
spell it. I said it.
Because even it knows it was a stupid fucking joke. Even the fucking...
You knew what I said.
Even Siri knows that was fucking
you
lame.
knew what I said.
Yeah. But again, and I said, I mean, if you're offering, and you said, damn it, no for me. And then you never asked what I found.
Oh, what'd you find?
I was looking on that, remember that list of things?
Yes.
One of
Number
them-
9.
Number 9 was go to the doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's not the one. It's called ASMR, Audio Sensory Meridian Response. And you like listen to these, you can watch or listen to these videos, and what it does is it's like, there are these triggers that make you get like tinglies. Do you remember me talking about the fucking, the lice thing?
Yeah.
Where in school, I always liked it when people, it turns out that that's a fucking thing. That's just kind of something that some people have. Not everybody has it.
So you
but-
like to be tickled on your head?
No. It's not that at all. It's the sounds. And maybe it's because of the hearing aid or whatever now, but it's more prominent. It's something for you to focus on, and it said that they are very helpful in panic attacks.
I think you said this before, because I remember you telling me about the tinglies. On your
tinglies,
head.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. So wait, what made you cry, man? What was the moment? Like, were you just literally were you like just shaving and you looked in the mirror and
No,
you're like,
no.
I mean, break it down
I
for me.
mean,
man.
I was already a little bit emotional and trying to like push it off because it's the year of a death of somebody close.
Okay.
And that's lingering like right over my shoulder still.
Yeah.
And
I don't see it. Are you crying right now?
no,
Yes, he's gonna
no,
lose it, guy.
it's lingering just a little bit.
He's
but,
crying right
You know
now.
So-
what, man?
I'm
It
slightly
always
I'm
lingers.
slightly emotional from that, and then a fucking another asshole. I mean, probably the second closest human being to me on the planet, and I.
See, you like crying.
I'm not happy with him.
Seinfeld, he's Jerry. The gates have opened. We've opened the floodgates. Jerry's about to get wet. Jaboots.
I'm not happy with him, and we argued a little bit, and he pissed me off.
You're not happy with your second closest human?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he kind of pissed me off, and we argued on the phone.
Okay. That's what happens when
And,
people, yeah.
And I would never fucking. Yeah. Well, maybe no, I would never. But
Can you
he
finish
fucking-
a thought?
No.
You would never what?
But
Hold on, let him get it out. Relax,
He
man.
would,
What the
but
fuck, man?
we were
Here.
arguing, and I just got
This is just recently.
upset. Yeah, this was the day.
You wanna
before
borrow these?
yesterday. That was no, I'm good.
All right.
That was the day before yesterday.
All right.
And we were arguing, and I got upset, and after, and I like I said, I was already emotional before
Yeah.
it, and then after it,
Because your brain's evolving, guy. You're going through a change.
He's
here,
got
man.
emotion.
I-
My
no.
emotions.
fucking human, fucking
No, it
bullshit
sucks. Listen,
shit.
I know
But-
what it's like to realize you're human. Trust
So-
me. Nobody gets.
So after the conversation, I kind of fucking I was much more emotional from really the first I think thing than the second thing.
How did it compare to
Yeah.
your first period?
A little less wet.
A little
So at
less?
this point,
Okay. See,
you're
I'm
almost-
pulling you back out of it. Go on.
So you're like more like an angry emotional. You're not like a sad emotional right now, right? You're kind of like an angry, sad, like a little
Oh no! It was definitely sad.
You were just-
It was
you were just
sadness.
bummed out, huh?
No. I mean, I wasn't bummed out. I just was trying to not think about what was making me sad. You know?
Okay.
And then he got sad and started fucking crying and being a little girl, a straight bitch, if I will. And I refused.
Your second closest human?
And I refused to do that. And
Why do you
instead-
refuse to cry? It doesn't make
Instead,
you a girl.
I chose no. I mean, I refuse not to be the bitch, is what
Fair
I'm
enough.
saying. And he bitched out, and that's fine. But then afterwards, as I thought about it, it made me fucking more emotional about him. And I guess I had too much fucking bitch in me already because I was emotional from earlier. And
You don't have to be a girl to cry.
Yeah, dude.
Men are allowed to cry,
Listen.
despite popular belief.
and then yesterday.
See that tear he's wiping
and
away
then
slyly?
It's fantastic.
Yesterday,
It is.
the yesterday one was probably worse because that was the whole reason that I was emotional in the first place.
Go on.
And I can't, it won't leave me. I can't.
What
I
is it,
don't
man?
know.
Let's do it right now. Come on,
Tell us
bro.
about it, guy.
Let's get it out, man.
No, it ain't
Fuck
gonna
yeah.
go anywhere. It's
Why?
not. It's
Stop
not
hitting
gonna
the
leave.
table.
Yeah, stop it. What are you doing? It
Christ.
didn't fix it all that well.
It
But
did. What?
it
Give us give
just
us
the
this
whole
read.
death thing. I can't get over it. I don't think.
Well, of course not. Nobody
I don't
wants
know
somebody to
how,
die. That gets me nearly every time. So the thought of somebody not being here forever is crazy, dude.
Well, no, and it's not even that.
What is it?
I don't even know.
Tell
'Cause
us so we
that's-
can sympathize.
I wish that we could sympathize, and I wish that I could know because I did. I've since being here last Wednesday, I think I have had like 3.5 hours worth of therapy, and
And how are your panic attacks?
the same.
Really?
Yeah, the same.
God, you're
Yeah,
a
they're the
fucking
same.
piece of shit.
Thank you.
You're a
Well,
fucking wreck.
No, wait a second.
Well,
Hold
no,
on, man.
I can't say the same. And they're the same in the amount, but they're not the same in the way that they're affecting me, and they're not as deep. They're definitely not as
It's
deep.
not penetrating as deep.
No, it's not penetrating.
How
as
long
deep
has
at
the
all.
death been, man?
1 year to the day yesterday.
Oh fuck, dude. My grandpa died, dude, literally in
But it's
2006,
just-
and I cry almost every day.
It's just it was just the whole anniversary thing.
Yeah.
you know, and
And
being,
you never let it out, guy. Seriously, life goes
No,
on,
I'm
man.
good. I'm
no,
good.
you're
Yeah,
not.
it is
you're
going
getting there.
on.
You're
no,
good.
it
You're great.
is going on.
Yeah.
It is going on, and I am making it go on. And
Well, look at you taking charge of your life, listening
Yeah.
to people's advice and shit.
I didn't listen.
You're a
to
different
people's
guy.
advice.
And
No,
it
I'm
started when he got his
not.
dick wet,
No,
guy.
I'm fucking not. No, it did not.
Yes, it
either.
did. Don't lie. We got documented proof on the radio
It didn't.
or
That's not
podcast.
what did
Sorry.
it. That's not what did it.
You can say that.
Breakthrough.
No.
Sorry.
Yeah. Breakthrough.
Breakthrough.
Why did I
That's-
just do that again?
that's
God damn, that was
fantastic.
dumb.
I'll never say that you were right, but the fact that
Oh,
you
you know.
could have been correct about something
Yeah.
just rattled my fucking
And I'm telling you, I'm
cage.
correct about this.
No,
'cause
you're
I
not
don't.
right about anything.
Oh, dude, I don't. Fair enough, but I don't deal with anything well except for death, man. And
No,
you just-
once again, it's not about letting it go. It's not about me needing to get over it. It just happens to be that it was shoved down my throat for the last 3 days, and it was, you know, I'm not.
Well, so you're actually, it's not that
yeah.
it's that you have to get over it. It's that you have to accept it. You have to
Oh,
realize
no, I accept it. Oh,
You can say that,
through
but-
it. I'm through it. But
You're not through it if you still tear up.
I'm not the funeral type guy. I'm not the go visit the cemetery type guy.
Let's go.
utterly
man.
pointless.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
talk.
I'm not-
If you think that there's something out there, I mean, you can just think about the person. I don't know.
I go there and I smoke a cigar on Ditto's birthday every year.
But and henceforth getting back.
God, look at him. He's
weird-
falling up
weird-
again.
No, I'm
Yeah,
not.
no, seriously, I'll go with you, man. Let's go
Weirdly
smoke
enough-
cigars.
Weirdly
Come
enough,
on.
the therapist said.
I can't wait to talk about this on stage.
Holy shit! I forgot all about that. Weirdly enough, the therapist said that is where my fucking, and I didn't even bring this up, but
Are you an asshole to him too?
Yes, he said that's where I get it from.
What?
Is trying to hide the reality is
What?
always dad jokes.
Yes, that's called a defense
he
mechanism.
said that I'm
Yeah.
too real. He said you're too real. You're too serious. You need to loosen up. And I'm like, wait. He says this is why you're doing this, and that is your interpretation of being loose.
Oh, so let's not fucking listen to Joel anytime he
And-
fucking talks to you. Jesus
All right.
Christ, we've been saying this for 30 fucking
Come on, dude.
podcasts.
Everybody's got daddy
I'm
issues,
not
bro.
saying that
I mean,
this is
that's-
correct.
that's the nature of
you've
life.
never heard any of this. I said it's ironic that this was said, and I didn't bring it up.
No, it's not
clearly-
ironic. I should be a therapist, is what it is. That's what it means.
No, it fucking means
maybe
nothing.
maybe I know a little bit about
You know
caring about other
fucking
people.
nothing.
I like caring about other people. Sorry, and I can come up with objectively good suggestions for others, unlike the way I can do them with myself, because I can take the emotion out of it for other people.
Changes
Yep.
me from
It's
being an
simple
asshole.
without
It's-
other people.
it's so
when
much
your own-
easier.
and I agree 100%, man. And that's why, like, with taking care of Ditto, it was easy for me because I did have a good like concept on death, so I could have the
death
emotional.
kills me. I can't
dude,
deal with loss.
Because you know what? Here's what happens.
Death kills me, he
Is-
says,
Have you
without
ever-
irony.
And I'm gonna say this. Have you ever seen The Lion King? And
Yeah.
I'm not joking around. That's it. It's not a big deal. It's the way it goes.
No,
And when you don't hold on,
fair.
because when you don't accept it and you don't move on, you don't get past it, and everything slows down, and it
No,
slows
I
down.
get what you're
and
saying,
the next
and
thing
I
you know
understand
is
that, but
time goes by and you don't know it.
I don't
And-
know how to. That it's something like everything else in life that you build up to. Like your first goldfish dies, or your first frog, or your first, and
Oh, you're building up to human death,
Yeah,
you mean?
and then
Yeah.
and then you get your first
Then
human
this
death.
is what I'm
and
saying. You have
yada,
to embrace it, guy, and accept
Well,
it.
weirdly
because
enough,
it's there. It's
and
part of life.
the-
Everybody
and-
ends up in the
I
ground,
mean,
man.
I've had a friend pass. I've had, but I literally have lost, I mean, within the last.
Yeah, but legit care about.
Yeah.
Like, there's acquaintances and there's friends. Like, for real.
Yeah, no. I really, there's two people that I lost that I cared about, but I didn't care about them like this.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
no.
I'm kidding. I know that.
No, it was actually a dear friend of mine and a scumbag heroin death that was a huge pillar in my life. Believe it or not, I mean that dude was really important in my world, and that was sad to lose him. And those were the first two people I lost. But I was 30, I think 34 or 33 when I lost either one of those. So
Yeah.
that was the first time. I mean, that was my first goldfish. That was my
So,
first.
God,
It's your
only
first
like
jump
10
in the
years
pool,
ago,
man.
huh?
That yeah, fuck you. But so that was my first goldfish, and then
we should
and
go
then
get him a goldfish, bro.
and I just kind of steered clear of it, and I just pushed it away, and I just blocked it out of my
Did
head.
you say that was your first goldfish?
Yeah, that was
That is so poetic. You have no
Yeah.
idea. That's the best thing you've ever said on here.
Well, suck my
Somebody
cock. Is that
died.
the
My
second one?
first close friend dying or whatever was like my first goldfish.
Yeah,
It is,
well, I'm
man.
just in reference to I didn't never have that.
You never
happen.
had a goldfish? Is
Yeah,
this
I
going to be a
never-
big complaint about your rough childhood? I'm just kidding.
No, it's zero complaint. That's where you take this. You always take those comments in the wrong direction every time, like as if I'm complaining. No, I'm bragging. It's like, motherfucker, look what I did. You can't do it, and you had the options. I fucking did it, and I had to create the options.
Yeah.
You're seeing that on the wrong avenue. So, but the
Oh no,
first,
it's more fun on
the
that
first
side of it. Just like
goldfish-
dick jokes for you, apparently.
the first goldfish thing is I didn't care about a mom or dad. I didn't
Yeah.
have somebody that I cared. I didn't even know that I cared
but
about.
that was your first goldfish.
Yeah.
Not having somebody.
I cried at three
no,
funerals.
it wasn't.
How?
3 funerals.
You
I
didn't
cried
hurt.
at.
You didn't hurt from that as a kid.
Well,
Bullshit.
No, well, no,
That was your first hurt. Was that you were alone?
Yeah.
It absolutely
man.
was.
It is. It's it.
I don't remember that being a hurt. I remember that being an anger.
Well, yeah, because you're here. You literally, if it's
No,
that
I
close,
didn't know I
and
was
you're only
missing
a year
anything.
removed.
Yes, you did.
No,
Yeah.
no. At the time, I didn't know.
How
I
old are we talking?
legitimately, I was better off. I had food. I was like, wow, look, there's food.
But that's not what we're saying.
Things were better.
You knew. Sawyer would know if he had no parents. Lena would know if she had no parents. There's somewhere in the 5 to 10 age.
I literally was so fucking sheltered and blinded and didn't realize that what my family did was ridiculous, that I didn't know it was ridiculous until way later.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't know what was going on was improper.
He didn't realize all the racism that he was being embedded with. It was wrong.
I did every fucking...
Deep in the clan, huh? No. But here, no. On a serious note, man. Like literally, go to the cemetery. Literally, go. To, why not? Why not? Because you know what? Why not? Why not? What's it gonna hurt? You're gonna cry like a girl.
Here's...
Guess what?
I
You're
didn't
crying now.
want-
I mean,
I don't have an objection.
At least then it wouldn't be broadcast live.
I don't have an objection to go into the cemetery or be having it broadcast
what
live.
cemetery is it? We don't have to broadcast
the whole
cemetery.
thing.
We can.
It was the family going there, and it was the whole thing. And I don't. I guess if I would sit down and smoke a joint with you, I'd go to the cemetery with you.
Fair enough.
But if I'm not going to sit down and smoke pot with you, I'm not going to share that
Check this
intimate
out.
of a moment.
So somebody
in
that
my
you
life.
loved so dearly didn't, or what are you saying? I'm
Well, no,
confused.
here.
Well, it was the whole family going there, and I just didn't want to be a part of the whole, like,
And
even when
that's
I
Oh,
went
of
to the
everybody
funeral.
going? You
Yeah,
mean?
that's
Even when I
totally
went to the
acceptable.
funeral, I didn't want to be a part of that.
Yeah.
I couldn't actually go in and do and be a part of the funeral. And
When
the
you
whole
go to
procession.
when you go to a gravesite, you're not going for the other person. You're going for yourself. And
Yeah,
that-
but he
and
didn't
here-
want to go with the group, is what
well,
he's saying.
And fair enough, and I get that, man. But like, what my grandpa used to tell me is like, don't bring cigars to my grave, because people always take stuff and they bring it to the grave. Because why the hell would you bring me cigars when I'm dead? I can't smoke the goddamn cigars.
Yeah, it doesn't
You
make
wanna
any
go-
sense,
He goes,
yeah.
you want to go waste a cigar at the grave? Smoke the damn
Smoke it.
cigar while you're there.
Yeah.
So that's what I do, and I go and I smoke my cigar. So go sit down, smoke your fucking
Oh,
joint.
Big L's crying now.
Because I'm being serious, like for real, like go smoke your and get on with your life, man. Because what happens is you literally wake up and one day and it's still there and it's not gonna go away. You just gotta accept it and move on.
Yeah, I don't know.
No,
We'll see. I can't say that that's right. I don't know how to deal with it, and I don't know where to go with
Because-
it.
and
But
there's no-
I was only emotional, and I only cried because they were doing their thing at the little anniversary thing that they were
This
doing,
is my favorite episode ever.
and I found myself.
I love you guys. You're the best.
I didn't plan
Fag.
on going. I didn't plan on going there. I didn't plan on going there at all yesterday, and I found myself there at his
The
house.
gay pride parade?
Yes. No, I planned on going there.
Ah.
I was a.
Literally, check this out. We're going on a tour because your Uncle Rick is literally here's your Uncle Rick, here's Baba and Ditto,
Yeah.
and that's at the same cemetery. I don't know what cemetery you got to go to, but if it's Calumet over by Strax in Maryville, it's the three of us could literally go at the same time and knock it all
Yeah,
out.
I don't know that I need to do that. Is what I'm saying.
I think you
mean,
do.
I know. Every day I think about it, and it's with me, and I do something about it. I literally am doing something about it every day, in respect towards. However, it was just weird that it was shoved down my throat, and here I was, ironically, in the position of sitting there, and I was like, man, why do I feel like crying?
That
Right.
wasn't
I
a
just
therapy
cried.
session. You got
Yeah.
raped in your
Yeah.
mouth.
Look, I've literally been
No,
a
you
pallbearer.
can't
in
rape the
6
willing.
funerals.
It was shoved down your throat.
You
You were
can't
in a
rape the
position.
willing.
I was a pallbearer in 6 different funerals for 6 different people, and you know when people cry, you think people cry at a funeral the whole time? Wait till
Nah.
they drop that body in the ground, because every single person that's standing there loses it.
Oh, yeah, and it's not even about
That's-
feeling up for that
no.
person at the moment. What I do
That's-
at funerals is I see, like, for example, at my Uncle Rick's, I saw my dad, and that one fucking killed me. Seeing my dad cry, because it's
Yeah.
like, damn, if this is affecting him, I feel bad for him. I know him. I see my Uncle Rick's wife, and she was crying, and it was like, damn, I can feel other people's emotion like that. I don't know why I'm getting nothing from you guys right now. For real. Anytime anybody else cries in the world, I'm fucking right there with them. I don't know why I'm not getting
Oh,
that.
because I'm wearing sunglasses.
No, I know, I can see in the side of yours that you were crying. I don't understand why I'm not feeling it right now. I like that you guys are opening up. It's cool
no, I'm
stuff.
not.
It's riveting.
Well, because I don't, to some aspect, bro, I don't think have you really lost your goldfish yet?
What do you mean? I've had all kinds of loss.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
I mean, like
he's-
your Uncle Rick. I mean,
Yeah,
your grandpa.
Jen's
right?
mom.
Jen's mom. Right.
Of course,
I
there's
mean,
been loss, guy. Yeah. There's been, dude. I was dying. I was. Well, that's a very bad, poor slip of the
Well,
tongue. But it killed me going to my friend's mom's funeral.
Who? Oh,
That
yeah.
fucking killed me, dude. Like
Yeah,
listening
something I
to
don't do is
listening to your
funerals and
friend.
weddings. I don't do them.
Listening to your friend eulogize their
Those are actually
mom.
the only times
That's
I
no
just-
good. That's the stuff that's gonna have me bawling.
Yeah.
It's uncontrollable, and then I feel great afterwards.
Well, see, and like Ditto
See,
was
I'm
kind of my father
total opposite.
figure, so that's why he was like my dad growing up. You know what I mean? He wasn't. My dad was around. He wasn't the best dad, but he was there in the picture.
Came to baseball games and stuff, for example, just as a random event.
Third place ump. If you ever need one, he's a
Third
good guy.
place. He
Third
came
base.
in. He got the bronze.
He got the bronze for umping, third base ump. He was always there. But Ditto was like my father figure, and like I don't know who he's talking about, but it was
Clearly
some
not a
kinda-
father figure.
It was some sort of monumental figure in his life. You know what I mean? Like
I love that all the people that he talks about, that you talk about, and you'll just be like, oh yeah, blah blah and blah blah and blah blah, and just say the names like I fucking know them, and I don't know who you're talking about in this case. You haven't mentioned it once.
I
You've
gotta
never
speak
mentioned this
for you.
person that's the number one as opposed to the number two. You've said the second closest person, but why have you never mentioned the first closest person?
I did.
When?
I told you it was Bob.
That's the
Who's Bob,
second you
man?
said.
No,
was
Bob
Bob
Edgington.
like the guy who raised me? Bob Edgington.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, brother Brian.
Yeah.
No.
No,
Bobby,
Sister Ryan.
no, Brian.
No, brother Brian.
Okay.
no, Bobby Edgington that hung out with in Leroy, correct? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's from Palmer, but yeah,
Okay.
not Leroy.
Yeah, we went to school with him. He was actually in our grade.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
With Keith and
Kugak.
Randy and all
Yeah.
those guys.
all
See, I don't
guys,
know those
yeah.
people.
Schmuck and all those guys.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Oh my God, you gave Schmuck his name. That's right. I forgot to hear that combo.
Yeah, I don't know who any of these
And when
people
did
are.
he? So when did he pass away, man?
Who?
Bobby.
He
Or-
didn't.
Then who? Then who
I
is
was
it?
talking with, but I just told you that. Bobby
You were
was
fighting with the
closest-
second closest, you
Yes, I
said.
was
No.
arguing with the second closest human to me, which happens to be Jason. And we're close. We're two of those.
I'm just
people
going to
like you
pretend that I'm
guys.
not offended that I'm nowhere up on the top, near the top of the list.
You
so that's
can't
cool.
be. You can't be because there's years.
It's like
of-
his Joel probably.
How many
guy.
how many videos do you have of you sitting down talking
No,
with these people?
that-
Just out of curiosity. I'm
that-
just asking a simple question. State facts.
You
Zero.
Can be, you can be jealous of my greatness all you want.
I don't think
However-
your greatness is the thing.
However, no. These are people from my entire life.
Yeah, it's his Joel and Scramblin'.
Yeah,
man.
that
I mean,
you're bound with early on, and that are just somehow intertwined throughout the rest of it. You know, and not even on purpose. I mean, once again, I've had a fucking weird journey, and they've been there the whole time.
Yeah.
I mean, for instance, I'm on the phone fucking listening to Jason cry to me 2 days ago, while I'm at the shop yesterday, and Bobby leaves. You know, what I mean, they're and I didn't ask for either one of these two people to be back in my life, and they're just in my life again. So, but at any rate, that's why I cried, and fuck you both.
You're welcome, bro.
You still didn't really say what happened, or was that ambiguous intentionally?
I don't know that anything was. I mean, no. Well, Jay and I are arguing.
The
Jay and I are
death
not-
person. You never mentioned anything about that, about your goldfish.
Oh, that he had passed.
Who?
Because it's not
Well,
a
Roger.
goldfish.
Well, that's
Who's
what we
Roger?
don't know. That's what I was
Well,
saying.
Yeah, no. He, I
Why are you
didn't.
texting me? I swear to God, if you're texting me music, Big L,
Oh, the Jimmy V video.
I didn't.
I'm not
feel,
going to play that
It's
on the
that
podcast.
time of year, guy. Come on, it's that time of year.
It's 15 minutes. I'm not
11.
subjecting people to that.
It's 11. It's the best speech ever.
I'll play it at the end of the podcast. We'll roll. I'll play the music, and
Well,
then
can we-
after the music, it will be the Jimmy V speech. No, I'm gonna get goddamn YouTube copyright violation. I'll put the link in the video. I'll put
I
the
just
link
want
with
him
it.
to. I want
He
him
will.
to
We'll
hear
sit
it.
down and watch it
Can we
afterwards.
watch on the big screen?
We can absolutely sit down and watch it afterwards. Yeah, for sure. He's looking at the clock like he's got something else to fucking do. If I ever had a chance to get him to cry off of this episode of Derek, it's gonna be tonight.
Here's
No,
what
it's
I.
not gonna
Here's.
work.
Oh, absolutely.
Tonight is the first time that you're just gonna accept it. That's it.
No,
It's gonna hit you, guy. You're
you're
gonna
not-
cry.
He's saying that his issue is not the same as your issue, Big L.
What do you mean?
His issue is not letting go. That's what he's been
Then
saying the
what's
whole
the-
time.
then
You're not
what's the
listening to what his
issue?
issue is. You assume that's
No,
what it
there
is.
is no
No.
issue. There
There's
wasn't
no
an
issue.
issue.
It's just you
I was
crying for
fucking
no
cried.
reason.
No, I was emotional. I was sad. I was sad and I cried.
He was sad because he has
missed
lost. That's allowed to be.
Yeah.
That's a
Go to
thing.
the grave.
Yeah. Well, I don't. Yeah.
Is that going to alleviate anything for you?
No,
Do you feel
no,
like you'll
that's-
feel
I
better?
don't know. That's what I'm
You
saying.
don't
is
know,
there's
or you
noth-
know?
No. I don't feel it'll make me feel better. I don't feel that there's anything that can make me feel better from it. It's just fucking loss. It's just how you got to deal with it.
Do you ever go visit anybody at the cemetery?
No, I never have.
He doesn't
I
have
don't
anybody
have-
to
no,
lose.
like I say,
Alright.
Roger is literally the first one. I lost.
Oh, is that the shop guy?
Yeah. And once again, every day I'm doing and providing for his kids and trying to make sure they're good, and I'm doing. You know, I mean, I don't need to visit.
He all
graves.
of a sudden became part of the mafia. He's doing.
Yeah, I'm doing. I don't need to visit graves. But,
but
I
it's
was
not for
there.
him.
It was weird that
God,
I
look at
was
that.
there.
Yeah, it's
He's a
not for-
machine today.
Yeah,
He's
it's
a
not for him, man. It's for you.
It's weird. No,
Yeah,
it's
it's
not
not-
for me at all.
He's
Yeah,
dead.
I'm doing.
I'm sorry.
I'm doing everything I can
All
to
right, I
repay
rest it.
what
You know,
what he's
moment of
done for
silence.
me. And that's that's the
it.
respect. It's daily. It doesn't have to be once a year. Or, it just was happened to be shoved on. And I'm fucking his poor daughter. His poor daughter's anniversary is on
I saw that tear.
Sunday, and her father's death was on Monday, and her father's birthday is on Tuesday, and her birthday is on Wednesday.
Dude, you couldn't roll those dice ever.
I mean,
Ever.
is that
I mean,
fucking-
literally, you can't write that
I
for
told-
a TV show because nobody would be like, no, dude, that doesn't happen to
Yeah,
people
like,
in real
that's
life.
stupid.
I
That's
told
dumb.
John that that was his father's way of saying that he approved of the marriage.
Hey,
It's
that-
like,
you know
here,
what that
think of
sounds
this
like?
every anniversary, you fucker.
You know what that sounds like to me? A 4-day weekend of fun. Because you know what the first 3 letters of funeral are, people?
It's definitely fun, right?
It is. And I think
We
the
put the
problem
fun
is,
in funerals.
Wait, I think the problem is, man, everybody always goes and you should celebrate the life at a funeral. You shouldn't like mourn the death. Celebrate their
That's
life.
what I mean. I wasn't prepared
Like,
for
go
all this
smoke
fucking
a
shit.
joint,
I
dude.
hate the world. Fucking, I nobody.
Okay, so
prepared me
let's
for
let's
anything.
dive into another offshoot of this. What I want to know the brain activity
Fucking brain activity.
that went into you deciding to talk to a therapist again. I want to know what actually brought that up.
You fucking idiots! If you're legitimately trying to talk to me and tell me shit,
Oh,
I
we're
was
gonna
like,
change your
fucking
life.
maybe I fucking need it because these two guys are morons. And
Or
I
the
just
smartest
called Tim
people
up
ever.
and I talked to
Yeah,
him.
or the smartest people ever.
No,
And
you
well,
fucking idiots.
People thought Da Vinci was a moron,
You,
right?
you
I mean,
are
seriously.
clearly fucking.
You're right, because the world is flat.
However, I don't even need to say it. I don't even need. It doesn't even need to
What?
be said. And if
What?
oh,
this-
is it because we've been
and if
pushing you
these
to
two
deal with your
fucking
issues?
Geniuses. Well, I got to do
And
something.
the commenter.
I got to do something.
You got that on tape, right? You just called us geniuses.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
just
said-
check it.
If you hadn't been talking the whole time, I could have used that as a drop, Big Al.
With brilliant disdain, I said
Right
that,
there.
Al. Brilliant disdain,
That's
I
even
said
better.
genius. However, I don't even know what I was saying now.
It was why
Okay,
did you
cool.
talk to your
Derailer got
therapist? Because
that-
you were adamant that fuck you guys, I'm not doing anything. I don't need to address it. My life's great. Blah blah blah.
to prove the point.
What point?
Because I hate.
You're a blubbering
I
mess.
hate
What are
to
you
be
talking
fucking
about?
around, But if it can be fixed,
Yeah.
then.
And here we are. We're
I
on
can
the right
fix
track.
anything. I
Don't
can
stop
fix
us.
anything.
You
I would
can't.
I would like to
I-
say that this is a huge difference in demeanor from the conversation we had months ago.
Fuck you. I'm still not happy with the place, and I fucking hate it, and people, including you two.
Well, fair enough, and nobody can blame you on there,
But-
especially for hating us. Well, here's the deal: is that all right? You know what? Maybe we were right about maybe it was a lucky guess the way that we suggested these things, and they ended up helping and working, and you're on this road, right? Like you had used it. You're on the road to recovery. Literally.
no, I've been
Wait, no,
talking
hold
to a
on.
therapist for fucking 2 years, guy.
I understand, but you went back
Not
because you
consistently.
went
Consistently.
back. You went back.
Consistently.
When was the
Every-
last time you
yeah.
talked since you started having the panic attacks? When was the last
Yeah,
time
right?
you spoke to the
I
therapist?
will admit that the last time that we sat down and I actually said, "Hey, why don't we take a break for a while because this isn't going forward or backward. It's kind of doing the same thing."
God, you know what? I was going to tell him that same fucking thing about the podcast recently. Just stay back. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Your conversations end up cyclical. We always end up back at the same place, but this is a refreshing change. Go
Yeah,
on.
fuck you,
So what did
Adam.
you
This
say
is
to
just
him?
a different one, man. This-
I said I didn't think that it was going anywhere. I says, let's just, because he has to drive a long ways. And I don't mind driving the long ways either because he's in South Bend.
And you love him.
No. He's a damn good dude, though. I respect him, however, and his opinions.
Someday
So it's
he'll say that
it's
about
been
us.
90 days since
I
you
doubt it.
between meetings. 90 days.
The
What-
last-
did you go
it was-
since you've had a panic attack? Had you
I
gone
don't believe
since
so because I think that was in either February or March. There was still snow around. There was
Okay,
still
so-
snow around.
So
and it
you
was
saying
snowy
that
out.
you have been going is
At
bullshit
least 90
because
days.
something caused you to go
Yep.
back.
And it's this what we're triggering right now. And I'm telling you, Joel, like I said, my grandpa, Joel's uncle are literally right here. We go to those two graves. We go to your grave, and we just literally do a morbid cemetery
it
field
doesn't
trip
do
one day.
anything.
Then
Once
it doesn't.
again,
I know it doesn't do anything, but it doesn't. Then if it
There's
doesn't do
nothing-
anything, it
there's-
doesn't hurt anything.
is
it
there
doesn't hurt anything.
nothing wrong with me being sad? Or wait, no, I rephrased that.
No.
wrong. Is there something wrong with me being sad?
No, the way you're sad and why you're sad and how
Because somebody
simple it
died,
is
I'm
to
not
fix it.
supposed to be sad.
I guess we're as put in a more palatable way than how he's saying it. Think of it like the having sex.
That's basically what I'm
It
trying
did
to say.
nothing
Thank you,
for
Joel.
me, and I've steered clear of it ever since.
Okay, that's not.
I think that was the trigger that started
No,
everything.
no,
Yeah,
it,
right.
But-
it really was not.
But if you
If there was a trigger, it was the bike.
you're missing my point. When we brought up the try having sex thing, you were ruling it out. You were willing to try anything to feel any better. So what I'm saying is, why not throw this fucking thing at the wall too and see if it sticks? Why not try it once and see?
Once again,
Whatever you think you know, you don't know until you try
no.
something. So just
I don't mind that I'm sad about that, and it's okay. And clearly, he has zero to do with what's wrong with my life.
no, but you don't know what going there might do to you. It could do nothing. Or it could change something to where you
Well-
feel differently in a better or worse way.
Well, I would have
so
to
why not?
want to do it.
No, you didn't. You didn't want to have sex, which is very disturbing,
Yeah.
by the way. You didn't want to have
Well, no,
sex
'cause
or get a
that's how-
blowjob.
That's how low you get.
No,
That's how, and it's
I'm
not
so
low.
fucking.
It's just.
I mean,
Go on.
Come on,
yeah,
man.
fucking
Tell us
cunts,
why.
man.
Hey, I do. You're
Fucking
preaching to
cunts.
the choir, guy. Trust me.
It doesn't matter, though.
I mean, literally.
I'm so tired of control and do this and do that and fucking.
agree 100%,
I'm
man.
not gonna be fake. I refuse to be fake. And if you need somebody to lie to you to fucking
And
have
y-
a good time,
Didn't the
fucking-
therapist basically call you fake by saying your whole jokey side is basically just
he
a
said-
defense
no,
mechanism?
he was explaining to me how that's what that was, and
Yeah.
I was like, well, that's weird because somebody was just recently telling me I'm a dad joke guy, and then you send me a dad joke shit today or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it did.
And
It was a dad that got burned in a fire, and his
The kid.
the kid came in to the hospital room,
yeah.
and he said, "God damn it, what did he say? Where'd it go? Oh, kid comes into the hospital room and says,
That's
hell
awesome
why
that you
can't I read?
Yeah.
Dad, the fireman said they barely got you out in time. Are you feeling okay? To tell you the truth, Jacob, ever since I got out of that burning house, I haven't been feeling so hot. Get it? He dies. And then his thing says dad jokes.
Yeah, so he sent me dad jokes. But no, he was saying that in relevance to whatever else we were talking about. He said that one of my defense, he was explaining a defense mechanism, and that my joking and me, being not serious 100% of the time is because I'm always 100% of the time serious.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck you.
Well, I mean, yeah, who wants to hear the truth? Nobody wants to hear that shit. I didn't pay you ridiculous amounts per hour to tell me the truth. Lie to me. Psh.
Right? That's what
I don't-
prostitutes are for.
I want to know.
Prostitutes
I
and
want to know
phone
what you
sex
think.
girls.
I want to know. I want you to tell me what I want to hear, not what you think I should hear.
Yeah.
No.
but
Obviously, you
you'd
go to
be
something
down-
like that.
You'd be down to go on a graveyard trip, right? Morbid graveyard.
I mean, I
tour.
guess it doesn't really. Whatever. Sure, I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
like you
cry.
said, no, nobody. It's not going to make anybody cry. It's going.
I would
just to
only
go.
cry if I went with my dad. If
So why
I
don't
went
you-
with my dad to my uncle's, of course he would cry, and then he'd tell me some story about him, and then I'd end up crying. But because I have empathy for people, and I like that. I like being empathetic. I like the way it makes me feel. It makes me feel better about myself. It makes me go, oh look, I cared about somebody else's plight, and it has nothing to do with me at all.
Dude,
I cry at some stupid shit.
Dude, I'm telling you, the Jimmy V speech plays it out perfectly. And I'm just saying the way he says it is that you should be moved, and just your emotions should constantly be moving. You get stagnant, and that's like what happened to me, because it happens to me, dude. I go in ruts. You
Go
know me a
on.
long time, you know what I mean? Like I'll go in a rut here for sometimes 3 or 4 months at a time. Sometimes they be 6 months, a week, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's because you just become so unemotional and just detached, and it's just
What are you doing? I don't understand.
I'm going like an assembly line every day. You know what I mean? You just do the same thing.
That was
and you just-
amazing. I didn't know you did sound effects.
Yeah, that's what I was
Genius.
doing. That was an assembly line, and it's the same thing when you get mixed
Foley
up and
artist.
lost it, and then it's opening the floodgates. We start up emotion in them. So Joel's gonna go to Uncle Rick, and then after the three of us go, he's gonna
I'll
go back
go.
with his dad.
I don't
Okay.
have any problem.
Where's
with
the
it.
It'll end this
cemetery?
conversation
It's
quicker
not-
if you just
that's
say,
why
yeah,
I,
Jesus.
Why do you think I just did
God,
that?
thank
How fuck
God,
I don't. There's
The
no.
fact that it took you that long to figure that out is really appalling.
There's no necessity for me to go to a gravesite, but I will go.
Fair enough. Where's it at?
Again, just rule it out. Be done
I
with it.
drive over my cat's gravesite every time I mow the lawn,
I'm a big guy on burying
So?
your cats in the backyard. I fully believe you should always
and
bury
that's
your
and
pets.
that's a pet that I really enjoyed and I liked.
Man.
Yeah, I like
you go.
cats. I like cats better. I don't
I'm
know.
a big cat guy, and that was the first.
Not big cats.
Yeah, I don't generally like cats. but I
Regular
like
sized
marbles.
I
cats.
like huge cats
Yeah.
actually. Big cats are really.
Oh my
cool.
God! Did you see the
Lions.
video of the people who had a fucking tiger?
Love it. I would love to have.
Dude, they just had a tiger, and it was just hanging out in the room with them while they're watching TV. The guy whose owner it was or whatever had a piece of pizza on a plate, and the tiger came up to his legs and like smelled the plate, and he held his pizza away. And then the tiger just walks around, and it goes over on the other couch where somebody's sitting there playing video games, and it just hops up on the couch, and then it just goes and it plops down like a cat. It was literally just a big cat. It came up and licked his face. And then crawled over
Love it.
him, and it was like, it was great.
Would love it.
I feel bad for the thing because more than likely it's not getting the exercise or outsideness that it's supposed to be getting.
The same
However,
thing as our
it'd be
dogs.
fucking cool.
Yeah, same thing as dogs.
Yeah.
Yep. Dogs are outdoor.
I mean, I don't think you could ever, I don't know. If you had it from a kitten, you could trust it, right?
I don't see why
Marbles
not. Because
used to always come home, dude. Literally 14
no,
years.
that's not what I'm talking about.
no, any animal.
You can't let
I
a
mean,
fucking tiger outside to roam the neighborhood, Big L.
Why not?
Jesus.
It'll
Yes, it
come
would
home.
probably come back.
It'll
but
come home, don't worry.
The point is, if you had it from a baby, you
Anything
could
from a
train it to be people friendly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
but
would
they
just
still-
Like not an
It
alligator.
would just trust.
No.
It's not even
not gonna
people
fucking-
friendly. It's just about trusting people because they just don't trust you.
Yeah.
Have you ever let anybody catch you when you fall backwards?
A trust fall?
Yeah. Have you ever done that?
It sounds so douchey. Have
I've
you ever
actually
done a trust fall?
I've actually done it twice.
Of course you did in corporate retreats.
No, in relationships.
Yes, I've had to.
Actually,
In relationships?
twice with two
That's
different girls.
weird.
I've actually done it.
That's
yeah.
so for being in a relationship. That's really gay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's like what it's for, right? I mean, it's not for corporate retreats. I didn't think. I don't know. But Joel, you should catch him
Catch him what?
when he falls
Jerking off?
backwards.
You don't have to catch me.
Have
I'll
you
jerk
ever
off
been
in
caught?
front of
Have you
you.
ever been caught jerking off?
Fuck yeah.
Really?
I've been caught jacking off. I've been caught with my dick in somebody's mouth between her tits by her grandfather and smacked in the ass and told to get off of his granddaughter.
You were. He touched your ass.
He smacked me in the ass. It happened so fast that what do you, I was like, and he just came right in the
So
room
you
and
came
smacked
right
me in
that
the ass.
second?
No. Fucking, there was no coming that time. Damn it, I missed out. Fucking that day. That old fucking timer. And I love, you know what? Me and that dude ended up respecting each other. I really ended up liking that fucking guy in life. So not many men would I just, approve of smacking my naked ass. And, especially dirty old men. But he did, and yeah, I was caught. And yeah, oh, fuck yeah. Plenty of times. But I'm not much of a hider in that regard. I would jack off in front of you, so it's not so much as they
I'm
caught me.
not saying that you're embarrassed about the idea of jacking off.
It's
That's not the
so
point.
much as they caught me as they were startled as by walking in on me jacking off.
Yes, but it's not about the idea of you getting caught. It's about somebody catching you in such an intimate moment. So yours just aren't like quote unquote. They're not private. It's not a private thing to you.
No,
You don't give a
no,
shit.
Fuck no! Like for forever, I did the whole thing because I want you this, I want you that. But I was jacking off daily for a fucking exercise because of the old lady and I. And
What are you talking about? For exercise? What the fuck does that mean?
not so much of a longevity thing, but there's something to do with you're supposed to have an orgasm every day that we read and yada yada yada. So I mean, even if we
is this when you were trying to have children?
Yeah. And
Shut up.
So
Did
yeah,
that fucking happened?
It had all kinds of shit to do with it.
Fuck
He's
off.
like 70. Of
I
course he's
know, I
trying to have
forget.
children at
So
least
I
once.
would jack
When
off
did you
all the
try to?
time.
How old were you when you tried to have kids? This fucking rivets me.
I didn't try. It was not a try.
Well,
I feel like
you
we're
were
doing-
thinking about
Are we
it.
doing
Yeah,
like a bad
yeah, yeah.
episode of Montel
No,
Williams
no,
here?
we
I feel
didn't
that's
try.
like-
It was not. I was with the person who that I would have done that with, but I didn't feel that they could have been the person I needed them to be to do it with. So it didn't happen.
You got
If that
scared.
makes any sense.
You
No,
checked it out. You
there,
found a
there's no.
reason. You Seinfelded it.
No,
yeah, you
no,
found
no,
a
no.
reason. She
Yeah.
eats her peas one at a time. Yeah, we
No,
get it.
no.
What was it then?
Fucking dude, it's bad.
Oh, she was crazy?
Here-
Guess what?
Here's
They
the
all
thing.
are. Sorry.
No. I ended up with the last
Come
two
on.
animals.
They know they are.
She couldn't commit to cable, dude.
What do you mean?
Literally couldn't commit to 2 years worth of cable. I mean, like backed out, like signed it and said, "All right, I'm out of here." I mean, dude, I ended up with her last two animals. I still have one of her animals. I mean, how the fuck does that kind of a human
So
being
you had a
have any
baler.
commitment?
We've all had a runner. I had a runner once.
But how could I now knowing that this person was an idiot? Would you have children with it?
Well, no, guy. I'm not.
Exactly.
I'm 34
But,
and
dude,
I don't
it was
have kids.
close.
But
It was
I'm really,
close.
I'm really like holding out, bro. Like,
Are
know,
you going to have children?
I want to have children. Yeah, absolutely.
That
but
wasn't
I'm
the question I asked.
Yes, I'm going to have a child.
Okay.
Yeah. If I don't, that's okay too.
See, I would rather not. I planned my whole life to never have kids.
See, he never wanted to have kids, and so now he cared about this human being so much.
And considered it that he would do it.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? That
he,
you
he
would
doesn't
have?
even care about
Yeah.
himself that much. He cared about this.
No, he went into this whole thing one time where he was like all macabre and fucking.
Oh, were you goth?
He was
Were
all
you a
all
goth dude?
emo and like, oh, I don't care about life. I don't care about
No,
living.
I don't.
see
I
that.
fucking could give two shits about myself right now.
But it was a serious talk, Big L. Like it was a serious discussion
That's
that
okay.
he didn't care one way or the other about anything.
Have
I
you ever,
don't.
here's what I'm going to tell you. Have you ever seen the movie Butterfly
Sounds like a
Effect?
life not fulfilled. Oh my god, the alternate ending is the fucking shit.
Not the theatrical, the director's cut.
The
Yeah.
alternate ending,
Never.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Very good movie, for
It's a
real.
great
Ashton
movie.
Kutcher in a drama. It's fucking awesome.
So wait,
Hold on. Wait a second. Hold
the
on.
'70s show kid in a
The
a
only-
real movie. It was
Yeah.
fucking
And not
great,
like
dude.
a
Don't
dude,
spoil
where's
the
my
ending
car?
for him.
I'm not. No.
No.
There's a part in there. And it is a little spoiler, but it's really been like almost 20 years.
I know,
think,
but don't ruin the ending, is
no.
all I'm saying for him.
There's a part where
you can say
the
whatever.
doctor
should
tells
watch
him that his brain is experiencing so many memories and so many emotions in this short amount of time that it's actually hemorrhaging. Okay? That's true in your situation, but not to the same extent. Your brain is not going to hemorrhage. Well, what you're doing is you're being overcome right now with all these emotions.
That's why he
and
has the
all
cum
these
sled.
memories- Exactly.
Okay.
So he can overcome it, and you're being overcome with all these emotions and all this change and stuff in your brain, and it's gonna seem like you're gonna want to start cutting stuff off because you're gonna be like, no, wait a second, what's gonna happen wrong next? Hey, look, what? See, he's
I
like,
feel
"Eh,
like
you're right, and,
Tony. I feel like humor him so we can get more into Big L's psyche because he's obviously talking about himself. This is
What do you
fucking
mean?
fascinating.
Well,
No, I'm not.
That's what
I-
you may
to a
be
certain
right.
extent,
You
yeah.
may be onto something there, but not so much about me.
Well, no, me myself, yeah, but it's easier to dissect somebody else.
Yeah, but
I'm telling you, it's the
just
same
saying
thing.
that what you said didn't feel like it hit home with how I'm feeling.
You're
He
just
doesn't
not-
feel that same. He doesn't feel like he's overcome with emotions. It was forced on him via the therapy session.
Yeah, no, those emotions.
Oh, and overcome is the
those-
wrong word, man. Boom, camera.
Those emotions I keep away from me. I don't. I'm a preventative guy.
Yeah,
You know,
I know,
like
but I'm
said.
saying you
You're
need
always
to
playing
accept,
defense.
You need to accept
Hence
them, guy.
the defense mechanism of dad jokes.
That's what everything. That's what we're talking about. You've been defensive on everything, and you've accepted some of the other stuff that we've said. So accept this, and I'm
No.
telling you, stop fencing off the rest of the emotions. Let them all come in, and let them go out and move on with your life. The best thing I ever did was make peace with my dad. Okay, and
I've forgiven my mother. I've forgiven my father. I've done all the stupid fucking corny shit that they tell you to fucking do, and I've all fucking.
it wasn't for
But-
him. It's not about them. It's about you.
Did you ever meet them?
My who?
You.
Meet who?
The people you were literally just talking about.
Your actual birth parent.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck, I knew them both. I lived with my mom. Well, I was like with my family till I was 10ish, 9ish, 10ish, 11ish, somewhere.
So
in
you
there.
knew fucking exactly what you were missing when you went somewhere
But
else.
no.
Yeah.
You have
Wow.
to come to my family. No, you have to come see my family to understand what I no. There was no structure. There was never mind. I drove my mother home at 5 years old from a party drunk. But yeah,
You're
I knew the
Titus,
people.
that's all.
I knew the fucking people.
He's
They're a bunch of
Titus.
fucking assholes. But and like
He's so Titus.
I
Yeah.
picked up my father from prison, and I took care of him for like.
I'm not going to keep
fucking-
saying it.
No, it's over. Yeah.
You are Christopher
Yeah.
Titus.
Wow.
I don't know if you saw the show
Great.
Titus.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen the show Titus, but
No.
I mean, I don't know the.
Yeah.
You're
That's
really
his real
living-
life.
that's
That was his
literally
real life.
Christopher
Oh, I
Titus,
didn't-
Yeah.
The dad quit being a
What's your
wussy,
number?
basically. Why?
Because I needed to give to Josh.
No, you're trying to call in, aren't you?
No, Josh.
Wants to call in? Is he our viewer?
He called me, and I said, on show, call you after. He said, I have the most hilarious story for the show. So give me your number.
Keep Phil for a second so I can go get my phone.
Well, you
All
got to
right.
tell me the number, and I could at least be texting it while you're filling.
I have to make sure that it's on. It was off when the podcast started.
I still can't believe you haven't seen Butterfly Effect.
No,
That was a long
why
time
the
ago, man.
fuck would I see that?
But that's like when you
If
had
it
like
doesn't
girlfriends
blow
and
up
stuff.
or
like,
explode,
where do
I
you
took
take
them to see blow
where-
up and exploding shit.
Where do you take
The
a broad?
alternate ending, a baby kills himself in the fucking uterus. With his own umbilical cord intentionally. That's fucking awesome.
I'll watch it.
Exactly.
Dude, it's
I'll
the greatest
watch that.
movie ever.
Thank you.
I'll watch that.
If I have the
Right?
power to make scars, shouldn't I have the power to heal them? What's the last thing he says before he goes insane?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
But he doesn't really go
that makes
insane.
No
Oh,
sense.
219.
Yeah.
Feel free to call in, anybody. 219-808-6019. You are connected directly into our board and would be live on air with us.
Literal board.
Yes, a literal board.
6019?
Yep.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah,
but
but
at
you
any
know my
rate,
point earlier. You've had that phone number for what, since 2001?
No.
2002?
Since somewhere around 4.
2003, 04, something
Yeah.
like that. So you've had that number for
I've
10
had the
years.
phone. I've had the number around the same amount of time I've had children.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, well, that would make sense.
Yeah. What are you doing over there, distracted?
I'm not distracted with anything.
No?
He's texting now.
I can do multitudes of shit.
Oh, here we go.
That's
man.
not even
See, you know what?
the
We
right
had a clear
context for that
focus,
word.
Tony. We had a good guy at the beginning of the show.
Fuck
and now that
right
he's
up.
back, right?
Fuck
He's
right
like,
up.
What do
he's
we
like,
have to? What do we have to? What do I have to say to you to let you know that you could just be regular guy without being defensive guy?
What is fucking. Wait, what do you mean?
I asked you a very clear question then.
And don't insert dick joke.
Yeah, I'm asking you for real. Like, what do I have to do to be on the level where you could talk to me as a human being?
If I fucking knew,
If you knew what?
it would just happen. There is nobody. There is nothing that you could say. There is no. I don't have.
You
a
do
safe
that with
word.
other people.
I don't know. I don't.
You talk to your therapist.
In the exact same fucking tone I'm talking
Do
to
you
you.
tell him 100% everything? Do you tell him 110% of the truth?
This dude, that's the only reason I talk to him.
That's
is
the only
because
reason
he
to go. If
knows
you're not-
my
if you're gonna
he
lie to him,
knows
there's no
me
point to
from
go,
the
yeah.
time I was 11 years old or 10 years old till now. I mean, he knows everything. I mean, that's no reason that I go.
Okay, I have one actual question. Is he a legitimate licensed therapist?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why you said it like that, and I pictured like some old guy you just went and like sat in his porch for an hour. I don't know.
No.
All right, fair enough.
We usually do like breakfast or something and talk there, or
Yeah.
lunch or whatever it is, Because, like I say, it's hard. It's difficult for him because he's traveling from South Bend, or I'm traveling to. We're meeting somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, it's a long drive, man. You
Yeah.
take the toll road, or you go like down the back roads, like Route 2 and 6
no,
and
it's
20
highway.
and shit.
I'm a highway guy.
Routes. We're talking routes now. I don't know if I ever mentioned on the podcast what I put into my phone. You can really fuck with people if you put in some shortcuts on your iPhone. And so now I used to type en route to people, and I know that it's like en route which is fucking weird that it's totally the opposite pronunciation of what I've always said. We always say en route, but it's en route. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
So instead of that, I now I put in en, just the letters en, and it autocorrects to.
I'm driving.
At the present moment, I am operating an automobile, and it would be unsafe for me to reply in kind. Please await further communication, because you can immediately send that back, and then they're like, "What? But how the fuck did you type that?" If
I always figured you talked it.
no, it's
Yeah, I didn't know it was a
exactly the same
shortcut.
every time.
I
It's a
always figured
shortcut.
You talked it. Yeah.
No,
Huh.
I could just keep talking if that were the case. Yeah, I just think it's funny to put little shortcuts in there. CLP, cunty little prick.
Nice.
That's in my phone.
That's
you
how
know
you
what?
saved your name
That's-
as.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Right? Isn't that great? A brilliant fucking insult. A
Love
cunty
it,
little
love
prick.
it.
What a great fucking.
I thought it was a pretty good description.
Stupid situation, but I love.
No,
the
I'm not
fact
talking
that
about Tony.
something-
I'm just saying a phrase he kind of coined.
It just happened out of sheer fucking anger, and that anger never would happen without the situation. So
it doesn't
something
matter,
came
but
up.
Because
but
cunt's a good
the-
angry word, man. It's good
Yeah.
to drop and I only use that word when I'm angry or like on
I
the
use
golf
it all the
course.
fucking time.
Yeah.
I've found myself in the past, well, probably since I've been hanging out with you, using it more. And
Yeah,
I don't
'cause
think
I
it's
use it
because
all
of
the
you.
time.
No, actually, it's Ricky Gervais. He likes to use that as an insult word and
Well,
as a
he's
shock
English.
word.
No,
and-
Yeah,
he's
they use it
English,
all the
and
time.
Yeah.
their cunt is like ass to them.
yeah, it's different.
Yeah, way different. You know, just as much as we would say ass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
How
the
much
same
ass
thing.
do you get?
as much cunt as I need.
Yeah.
Damn.
Look at
man,
him spinning that.
you.
Now, do you think
Wow,
that that's
wow.
got to be not disrespectful, but doesn't that have to mean it?
No, bring that cunt over here. No, hell no.
That would be amazing to see you say that. to see that happen. And don't say
How
the
do
people
I-
that I hook up with would be okay with it.
How do
because
I video
doubt
it? Because wouldn't your old lady, if you told her that, be fine with that?
No, I think it would be weird and jarring and take you out of the moment.
No,
Whatever
you-
opportunity I had right then to slip it in is not happening. Because she'll be like, why the fuck would you say it like that? I mean, she's not going to be offended by the word because I say the word, but it's going to take. It's one of those things
if
where.
you pick the right moment, I bet you could slip it in.
Yeah, but
I really
that's,
do. Yeah.
of course you could slip it in.
Yeah.
That's not what
I'll
we're
never
discussing.
You
have
could slip in the
an
phrase.
opposite of me because I can't ever shut that down.
You don't have to shut it down.
It
You
will
just-
never be.
Come on,
I just feel like I'm not
Who are you
thinking in that
bullshitting?
vulgar
He would never
realm
say
when
that.
when you're actually going to do
absolutely
sex.
have and would.
Then
Bullshit. Give us an
you're
example.
in the act of talking dirty to the person. You're not ever just going to go.
You're not
to a
saying it
female and
seriously.
bring that
No,
cunt
absolutely
to
not.
me.
It's
Yeah.
in the joking manner.
Yeah.
It's the
If I
absolute,
said it
yeah,
as a
different.
joke, of course I could pull that off.
most serious fucking moment that you could come up with, and then you just throw something out there that's highly inappropriate.
See, I don't like laughing during sex. I feel like it's one of the only times where I don't laugh. It's
you
serious.
should try it. Come on her face and tell me you don't laugh. Tell me that both of you don't laugh. Just pull out and
First
come
of all,
right on her face and
He's
tell
gonna
me.
laugh for about 30 seconds,
If
and
you-
then he'll be a Munich. That's not? I know I'm butchering it there, but
I'm telling you, come on her face and tell me if you don't.
I'll be a
both-
Munich in
both laugh.
America.
And laughter is fun in sex. It's not bad. It's
Lord
fucking
Munich.
hilarious.
Okay,
It's
maybe
even
that's
better
just
during
a
sex.
maybe
It's-
that's
laughter
a.
during sex is even better than normal laughter.
It depends what kind of laughter.
It's always great.
No, if you're being laughed at versus laughing together with
that's
someone.
what I mean, laughing together. I'm not saying, if somebody's just laughing.
What
at
I'm
you while you're
saying
fucking
is that
pulling
there's
your
the
dick out.
potential for it to be the other kind of laugh, and that's what makes me weary about even considering it. And it has happened. We've laughed before. It's not.
fuck yeah,
it's not
it's
a problem,
great.
but
Yeah.
I don't like the idea of it because we were watching The Wire, and there was with Ziggy. You know, fucking stupid asshole Ziggy, the cousin in season 2.
Frank Sabata's kid.
Sabaka's kid.
Oh, okay.
Sabaka.
Yeah. The dumb one.
Yes, so he's
Hot Rod.
hi wife. So he goes up to
She's
a
getting ready
group
to
of the
comment.
people. Why are you
She's gonna
rolling
say,
eyes and
if
stuff?
you do that, I'm not gonna laugh with you.
He goes up, he's standing there around a bunch of people, and he sees the guy that's been fucking with him, and then the rest of the guys go, "Oh, you should go kick his ass, Zig. You go kick his ass." And he goes over there and punches him a couple times, and the dude just like turns around while he's still eating and whoops his ass, and then takes him and puts him on top of a container with the forklift and leaves him there, and then they're all laughing at him, like everybody's laughing.
Yeah.
And I turned to him and I said, "That is the exact thing that I've been doing my whole life to avoid. I don't want to be that person.
Yeah, no, who
I don't want to
does?
be in a position like that.
That's
But I'll go to extra lengths to make sure that doesn't happen.
Exactly why I won't play music in front of people and yada yada yada.
Yeah, you don't want. Nobody wants to be seen
Yeah,
as the
you don't wanna
fool
be that guy.
or
Yeah,
a dumbass or whatever. I mean, there's hilarity dumbasses, like a Carl, but he's not smart enough to know that he should be embarrassed about it. You know what I mean?
Are you winking at me?
I have contact issues.
Well, you've got
I need
more than that.
contact.
That's how it starts.
But-
Do you got any solution? Hey, can you give me?
Do you
ride to
have a
Walgreens?
solution for my contact?
Absolutely.
For my lack of contact?
Would you like to catch me jacking off?
Oh,
Well, I don't.
Wow.
Why would I have to catch you? Aren't you just gonna do it?
Yeah.
Have to catch you.
You don't have to.
you've been caught whacking off?
Yeah.
Wow, that sucks.
Have you?
Never.
Yeah.
Like not even close, even really. I mean,
How would you
Maybe
not?
if I-
How would you not just be careful? I
Yeah,
mean, what the
right.
fuck? Are you just like walking through the house and you're like,
Blatantly just-
okay,
Yeah,
just
kind
stop
of.
in the hallway
Yeah, I
and
mean,
jerk off?
Yeah.
just
pretty much,
masturbate on the
basically.
kitchen table
No.
with the
Yeah.
fruit.
No, like
You do
right.
not sit down for breakfast and jerk off under the table. It's just not something that happens.
No.
I've
it's
seen a
not.
video like that
But-
once.
But there have been plenty of times where I was like, oh, something aroused me, and I'm sitting on the couch and there's nobody in the room, and I'm like, I wonder if I can. It was a challenge.
To see if it still worked?
No, to
because
see
it
if
hasn't
I
been
could
used
jack
in so
off
long.
before they came back.
First of
or
all, you're
whatever.
never allowed to hang out in my house unless you're in a room with me. Second of all, like, what do you mean, like? Joel's gonna go inside and take a dump. You're gonna sit in his chair and
like
see if you can rub
at
it off
home,
before he
man.
gets back.
My old lady, dude. I
said at
just
home.
stupid shit.
Oh, okay, okay.
At home,
Yeah,
like,
Jeremy,
I wonder,
at
I mean, she just went to bed. She's not coming back out here, and what are the odds? She came back out.
Yeah, but that's like acceptable. Like, did she just start sucking it to help you out, or did she laugh at you? And
No,
be like,
she every
"Shut the
single
fucking light
and this
off."
is the brilliance of this is that she's caught me jacking off so many times. She just fucking rolls her eyes and walks away. She never came and helped. I'm thinking, what kind of that
Did you
should have
ever
been
ask?
the first in no, but that
But
should
see, there you go. There's your problem, guy.
No,
There's your whole thing on life.
that
She's
should
like,
if
she
I
never
walked
came
in the
over and
room,
helped.
if I walked in the room to her fucking touching herself, I couldn't have left the room. There's no way that I could have left
Because
that
you're a
room.
guy. It's not the
So-
same for girls.
Have
They
you
like
seen
it
dicks
some-
before?
Yeah.
Have
They-
you ever seen a dick?
They're horrible looking,
They're
guy.
repulsive to
and
me.
to
It's the
walk
only
in on
reason I'm
you,
not gay,
can you see
probably.
Tony sitting there on the couch?
it's a
fucking,
fabulous
oh, I'm sure you put on quite a show. Don't
I'm
get me
sure
wrong.
it's got a
Hey, yeah.
nice cum slide beard underneath it.
Yeah.
Nothing on
But-
top, all down below.
The thing with
Actually, I shaved my balls.
what's that show with the guy, the naked
So it's the
guy?
opposite.
Yeah.
The naked guy,
Perfect.
the 50-50.
What's making all that noise? Is somebody's phone going off?
Is
what it
your
sounds
phone
like.
going off?
No, mine's not.
He didn't call you.
Who's clicking?
The naked guy.
not me.
It's 50-50 every. Is it me? It sounds like it's me,
I
right?
don't know. I just unplugged the phone. No big deal.
No big.
Nobody called in. Shocker.
Yeah, right. I was
should've
I
just,
just
posted on
asked,
Facebook
guy.
and stuff. What do you mean? Should have just asked too.
He should have just asked the girl to join in. That's all.
no.
It's a
I
50
thought.
Oh,
if,
we're still
if
on
she
that?
was a fucking decent human being, she would have. Cause see, the only bitch I want giving me a blowjob isn't the one that says, I guess I'll do it. I kind of like him. I want the
That's
bitch
the
that
truest
that just
statement
wants
ever
a
told.
fucking. Like I forget who said it, but I've heard them say
Too
it,
short.
She did Too Short say it? She I want the bitch that has to have a cock in her mouth right now, or else she will fucking die if she doesn't get it. in
I
her mouth.
want to marry that girl.
Exactly
I want
my
to marry
point.
that
You
girl.
say that.
I do. I'm 34. I'm good with it. I want to marry that girl.
All I'm going to say.
We'll call him a slurgeon.
But
All I'm going to say is that if you're 34 and they're in your same ballpark and they can't live without a dick in their mouth,
Well, I mean, he's
if they're probably
over-exaggerating.
going to have.
He's
I am
over-exaggerating.
I don't want a
also.
virgin. No, I don't want a virgin.
I'm
No,
not
neither
saying
do
you want
I,
a
man.
virgin. However, there's probably going to be lots and lots of miles on that car.
Well, come
Hey,
on, guy.
you
Let's.
know what?
It's a used car
So
at that
I'm
point.
supposed
Take
to
a
pretend I've only
69
had sex with
Camaro
3 people.
over a
No.
fucking Honda
I mean, that's what.
any day.
What?
I'll take a 69 Camaro over a Honda Civic any day.
Well, I don't know. I'm gonna take a Honda
Yeah,
Civic.
I don't know
but
what.
I
That's
get
not
you.
reasonable for gas and in
Yeah,
this
I know, it's
environment.
just
What do you not
worse.
even think about the environment, Tony?
You
You
Jesus.
just want to
Absolutely
see.
not.
So
That's what you need to
selfish.
do, guy. You need. How old are you? It's like in all seriousness. Wow. What's your age? 37, 36.
He's like 80.
I'm like 80, dude. I'm
Okay.
38. I just
Yeah,
turned 38.
You need to go find yourself a 45-year-old bro that's appreciative of you. That's what you need to do, guy.
A
And just
what?
A 45-year-old broad that's appreciative of you and just wants to ride you like a pogo stick.
No, what I'm
I mean, if
actually
you're gonna be
looking
Big
for-
Al, you might as well
No,
be Big Al all
here's
the way.
My next piece of ass, little Al, will be
Is little Al?
is going to be Little Al.
I thought we were gonna play out to the.
No. No, I already said that would be after anyways.
Girl, I've known you very well. I've seen it growing every day. I never really looked before, but now you take my breath away. Suddenly you're in my life, a part of everything I knew. You got me working day and night, just trying to keep my hold on you. Here in your arms I found my paradise, my only chance for happiness.
Check out the Amazon link on comeuppance.com. Please buy stuff that way. And subscribe on iTunes if you're not doing that. Comeuppance Network on iTunes. Blinkard, all the Joel Henderson shows, House Podcaster stuff. I am now reviewing a show on HBO with Jeremy Vasitis on Mondays called The Leftovers. So check that show out and listen to our first episode. We just did that a couple days ago. And everybody enjoy your 4th of July weekend and have a good night. See you later.
All these memories in my mind, my mind, my mind, my mind, my mind, my mind. I'm still a secret lemonade drinker.